One of the most inspirational animes I've ever watched, or probably the most, is Hajime Ippo. There's a reason there are so many motivational videos filled with scenes of this anime, and it truly displays the coming of age story, or the hero's journey, of someone who realized how much they were lacking in one area, now inspired to change and make an improvement, and though at first being a bit intimidated by the process that's required to do so, still developing the all or nothing mentality. And through hard work, dedication, persistence, tenacity, he became the man he knew he had to be. Competent, capable, fearless, challenge-seeking. Something that speaks to any guy who chooses to watch this. And what was the spark that caused this radical transformation? Being bullied. It's a shame because in recent times, bullying has become damn near synonymous with unaliving somebody, let's say. Now, of course, there are levels to it where severity matters, but now it's condemned at every level. And while that's not necessarily an immoral thing to do, it's very short-sighted of how to view the world. You'll never be able to eradicate bullying in all forms from the world, so what you should do is prepare people of how to handle it when confronted with it. And for decades now, we have been led to an era where everybody must be accommodated, validated, and catered to in every moment of their lives. It leads to a over-coddled society that now current generations don't know how to deal. When faced with the littlest of pushback, conflict, discourse, or confrontation, people fold in immediate submission, always looking to older adults to handle the situation, constantly appealing to an authority figure. Not even kids doing this, but adults themselves, who despite being an adult have been infantilized their whole lives and have maintained an infantile mindset, which is truly self-destructive for anyone to have. But Hajime Ippo himself breaks this mold. Ippo is someone who goes out of his way to help his mother, alleviating any pressure he can in running her business. Truly a good son. The type of mother-son relationship that makes you want to do more to help your parents, which personally has encouraged me to do so. They work at a fishing dock, part of a fishing boat family business, and the job requires him to do a lot of heavy lifting and heavy pushing, which you can tell has helped build natural strength into Ippo, and through such hard work, he always maintains a good spirit. He doesn't really have a social life, but not because he isn't capable of making friends, but because he prioritizes helping his mom and her business, which cuts into time hanging out with peers, which already shows his discipline. Nearly every day, walking home from school, he gets bullied relentlessly from upperclassmen. It's hard to watch because it's not even for a specific thing, but you can tell these guys are extremely bored with their lives, trying to rationalize their meaningless existence. And it shows Ippo is conditioned to taking a beating, something that has honestly helped him in the ring. But he's saved by someone who is passing by jogging. Easily, this guy bobs and weaves, surprising Ippo how someone can be so competent at movement, causing the bullies to cowardly run away. Then Ippo passes out. He wakes up in a gym full of boxers and is immediately impressed with what he sees. Masculinity all around him. And now that can make someone insecure, but in a way inspires Ippo instead. He expresses his gratitude towards his savior, Takamura, but Takamura responds with saying, "I detest bullies, but what I hate more is people who let it happen to them and don't fight back." Which is kind of harsh to say, but a shot of truth that hits Ippo close to the chest because he knows it's true. When the bully disparaged his mom, it angered Ippo, but he still didn't make any attempts to fight back or defend her honor in a way. Walking away in shame, Takamura does realize he may have been a bit harsh, so he decides to give him a few pointers to defend himself with. Ippo impresses the other boxers when striking the bad with a very hard punch, displaying strength which you could say was built from all of the heavy lifting he does when helping his mom. And this is a shot of adrenaline stemming from this little achievement, but for Ippo means the world to him at this time. He's given some VHS tapes, which y'all know about those, of professional fighters, and he has his coming of age moment. He realizes how defenseless he is, unable to stand up to someone talking bad of his mother. He wants to be like these fighters in these videos. He wants to be confident that no one can bully him anymore. He wants to be more. He wants to be stronger, so he makes the decision to be better. He tracks down Takamura and asks him to train him to become a boxer. He's met with a huge degree of skepticism from Takamura, assuming it's just a spur-of-the-moment decision he's come to, taking offense of how not serious he assumes Ippo is taking it. But Ippo makes his case that he'll do anything to prove his conviction, that he wants to be stronger, be better, and just be a new person. Takamura eventually takes his words to heart and assigns him his first task. He demonstrates what it'll be, which is to catch leaves from a tree, tend to be exact. And if he can do that, then he'll train him, almost like a rite of passage, the step before the first step. Ippo makes many attempts at it, but fails continuously. I love these type of moments in the hero's journey where the guy is given an assignment seemingly out of their skill range, meant to test their potential, but even more their determination. Where Tanjiro must break the boulder, or Luke Skywalker must deflect the lasers but do it while blindfolded. Tasks that seem impossible at first, but years down the line are as easy as breathing or walking. Ippo trains day in and day out. He trains in school, he trains after work, he trains before sunrise, he trains after school, little by little making small improvements. He self-analyzes what he's doing wrong, how to better his method of catching the leaves, and he does. In a week's time, he's finally ready to show Takamura his progress. Though tired and exhausted, he's able to catch 10 leaves, proving his dedication and commitment to learning boxing. And Takamura is impressed, almost not believing his own eyes. He doubted him, giving him a task that would discourage him from boxing, but Ippo has even made a believer out of him now. And Ippo is just full of excitement, maybe too much. I gotta admit, rewatching the scene did make me laugh. One thing about Ippo, or Hajime Ippo, is it's full of humor. And it's such a good sense of humor of a show. And as you can see, this type of achievement is like a boost to his serotonin level. It makes you walk head up, back straight, ready to take on the world, no slouching over anymore, making you confident that you're capable of anything, no matter how difficult it may seem at first. Inspirational all of the way. The journey that Ippo goes on from here should be like curriculum for people to follow. Though he made Takamura a believer, he now must make everyone else a believer as well. He must prove that despite his small appearance, he's fully capable, and that with many achievements will still come losses, that there's always a harder challenge to overcome no matter how far you come already, that despite being bullied and are now far more capable of inflicting 10 times the damage onto the bullies who bullied him, he shows restraint. Almost reminded me of the first Captain America movie, where Steve is incompetent in all areas except his determination and goodwill, and when given the super soldier serum to make him unbeatable, he decides to use it for good instead of retaliating against those who had wronged him. Ippo is a timeless story that speaks to that part of you that wants to be better. As I said before, these type of universal themes speaks to anyone, no matter where you are in the world. Classic by all means, and something I can always revisit when I need a reminder that I can do better, be better, no matter the challenge. Hajime Ippo is the hero's journey. But that's all I have for this video. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Has Hajime Ippo inspired you in the same way it has done for me? And if you haven't watched it, then you are missing out on a truly inspirational story. If you haven't already, check out my music on Spotify, link in the description. If you enjoy those Samurai Champloo lo-fi mellow boom bap vibes, then my music is definitely for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Free think. Peace.